Days after Illinois Governor Pat Quinn does away with the death penalty, a man who was once convicted of murder speaks out. Herb Whitlock of Paris, Illinois, was convicted of the 1986 murders of a Paris couple. He has since been released from prison. As News 10's Rondrell Moore explains, he's calling the governor's decision a positive move.
I mean, if you want to punish someone that's hurt your family, send them to hell in this life, because that's what this is.
A very powerful opinion from a man convicted of murder. But to understand it, you have to go back. It began with the brutal murders of Dyke and Karen Rhodes, newlyweds in Paris, Illinois. Herb Whitlock and Randy Steidle were convicted of those murders. The court sentenced Whitlock to life in prison and Steidle to death. But after several years behind bars, an investigation showed Whitlock and Steidle were wrongly convicted. Both were released. But for Whitlock, it was 21 years behind bars, a time he calls hell on earth.
Can you imagine spending your life in one of these little cubicles until you literally rot to death?
Years that brought him to this conclusion. If you had a choice to know that for the rest of your life you would spend that time there, or you would be put on death row, which would you have chosen?
Death.
A jolting statement, and his reason for agreeing with Governor Quinn's decision to ban capital punishment. Whitlock says he doesn't think it's right that innocent people could potentially be put to death, but more than that, he believes living a life without freedom is the worst kind of penalty for the guilty.
It's worse than death, because dead's dead to me. I mean, that's the end. It's freedom.
In Paris, Illinois, with photojournalist Nick Nabesny, Rondrell Moore, News 10.
We have placed the entire interview with Herb Whitlock on our website, WTHI-TV.com.